So, it's the 12th of July 2017 and it's about 1:30 in the morning. And yesterday was the exciting adventure to Huddersfield to make a citizen's arrest of Rowan Williams for terrorism. So, I did indeed go to Huddersfield. The bus stop for the Huddersfield bus is about 5 minutes walk from where I live. So it was quite easy to get there. Just get on the bus and wait till it gets to Huddersfield. So that's what I did. I wasn't actually going to go at all, and I made the decision, oh, I'm really going to go at the last minute. Consequently, I arrived about 15 minutes late for the lecture. So what I intended to do was just walk in, make a citizen's arrest, and then walk back out again. But I got there late, and so the people who were managing the thing said, oh, you can still go in, but the lecture's already started. So they were ushering me in, and my hands were full of my bag and my umbrella, and I hadn't got my phone on to video it or anything like that. So I thought, oh, well, I'll just sit down, and then at some point during the lecture, I'll make a citizen's arrest, or maybe in the question and answer session at the end. Well, as I was sitting there listening to this lecture, and it was all the usual flannel, although a bit more logically presented than usual. So he was talking about democracy. You can see the title up there on the screen anyway. So he was talking about democracy and talking about the rights of minorities and the importance of carrying on with discussion and debate, and quite a lot of what he usually says on occasions like this. So I thought, you know what, he's going to have an answer already. If I make a citizen's arrest and say it's for terrorism and you had prior knowledge of 9/11 and of the London bombings, he's already going to have an answer that he's prepared for that. So instead of this, as I was listening to the lecture, I thought of an awkward question to ask him. So that's what I did. So, in this video, there's just really going to be the raw footage of this question that I asked. And then I'm going to make another video to analyse his response to this question, where he was just evading it. And he was gaslighting me as well in his demeanour, which unfortunately I wasn't able to video because I was there on my own. I didn't have anyone to help me, and also because I got there late, I was quite a long way from the front. But I did manage to record the audio on the voice recorder on my phone. But the crafty devil didn't speak into the microphone when he was answering my question, so it was virtually inaudible. So I've had to cut the audio into two pieces, with my question, which is quite audible, and then his answer, which was pretty inaudible, which I enhanced on a website that does this for free. And then I've also put subtitles on of this response, if that's what you can call it. So that's what I did. I didn't make a citizen's arrest, but I did ask an awkward question, and I'm going to put the footage of that on now. And then on another occasion, I'm going to make I'm going to make another video to talk about the response that he gave, because it's already quite late, and I really want to put this raw footage on YouTube. So until the next time, there we are. So I just also want to mention, I travelled from Leeds to Huddersfield. That's on the map there, and just about in the centre between Leeds and Huddersfield is Batley, which is where Rowan Williams was on the day of the London bombings, by complete coincidence, in West Yorkshire, where the alleged London bombers came from. And just as he was in New York on 9/11. It's a pity I'm not a coincidence theorist. Right, so I've arrived in Huddersfield now. I don't know my way around here at all. I asked directions, people sent me in the wrong direction, and now I'm about 10 minutes late for this lecture, but that's the university over there in the distance, so that's where I'm heading now, to arrest Rowan Williams.
In civil society, we need more and more energy to argue these matters. The role of the university.
You spoke about continuing to have discussion and debate, and also about the rights of minorities. What do you have to say about Ayn Rand's assertion that the individual is the smallest minority? And also, do you think there's any point in continuing in discussion and debate with people who are demonstrably lying?
I'm very wary of Ayn Rand's view, all sorts of things. Because if every individual is a minority, then every society is just a battle between an endless number of individual viewpoints. We all have interests in common. We try to mature and develop interests in common. We discover the things which are only good for us if they're good for somebody else as well. So, not convinced by Ayn Rand. Do you continue to debate with somebody who's manifestly lying? If you can demonstrate the untruth of what somebody else is saying, then that's your duty to do. Put it that way. If you can't do that, then the argument has to go on. Well, the argument has a discussion.
Right, so I've just arrived back in Leeds now from my exciting adventure to Huddersfield. So here I am at the bus stop. I've just got off the bus here, and I'm going to walk back home now. And just beyond that house that you can see there is where I live. So it was a very easy journey to go there and hassle an ex-Archbishop and Illuminati shill. And all at the bargain price of £4.80. You can travel around West Yorkshire all day long on the bus for £4.80, so what a bargain.